The R12 Multitrack is Zoom's portable project studio for recording and editing music tracks. Built on the new features introduced with the R20, the R12 provides the very same smartphone-friendly experience offered by the onboard touchscreen color LCD, and it is fully integrated with a multi-channel mixer board and recorder with transport controls. The R12 features two XLR/jack combo inputs, 8 tracks, records directly to SDHC or SDXC cards up to 1 TB, and can be powered by an AC-powered up to 4 AA batteries or a USB power bank. The R12 offers 150 internal rhythm patterns, as well as import functions for audio files from an South Dakota card or USB stick, making it easy to integrate your own backing tracks or samples into your project. In addition, the R12 features an internal synthesizer with 18 sounds plus 1 drum kit, playable via a MIDI keyboard connected via USB-C. With the new sequence play function, you can create a playlist of your projects to use as a backing track. To spice things up, an EQ compressor and gate as well as a full MFX processor, which is compatible with our Guitar Lab software, are at your fingertips. The R12 works also as a 2-in/4-out USB-C audio interface and door control surface with a Mac or PC. With the R12, it's easier than ever to record, edit and mix songs in the location of your choice, so you can focus on the music. Connectors: 2 TRS phone jacks, balanced right parenthesis maximum output level, plus 14 pu output impedance, 200 copyright connectors, 1 stereo 3.5mm mini jack maximum output level, 45 MW plus 45 MW, into 32 copyright load right parenthesis output impedance, 10 copyright maximum simultaneous recording tracks, 2 maximum simultaneous playback tracks, 8 recording format, 44.1 kHz, 16/24-bit, mono/stereo WAV recording media cards compatible with Microsoft specifications, 4 GB-32 cards compatible with Microsoft specifications, 64 GB-1 TB. Rapidly approaching their 5th decade in the music space, Tokyo's Zoom Corporation are hard to pin down. From guitar pedals to handheld recorders via audio interfaces, the eclectic brand are happy to dip their toes into various different aspects of studio, live and field recording tech. The new Zoom R12 is the latest addition to an ever-expanding multi-track recorder range, an 8-track design which sits between the R8 and the 16-track R20. While the R8 and R12 are both 8-track recorders, the new model immediately looks and feels like a much more contemporary offering, with a full-color 2.4-inch LCD touchscreen, setting it apart from the R8. The hardware layout is easy to understand even if you're a complete newcomer to recording. The front panel is dominated by that touchscreen plus a bank of 10 faders for track levels, effects and master level. Straightforward transport, lick track and gain controls complete the options. Around the back, things are equally simple, with 2 combo jack, XLR/TRS inputs, TRS master outputs, a 3.5mm headphone output, and a USB-C socket. The R12 records to a micro South Dakota card, not included, which is inserted into a slot on the side of the unit. In terms of physical controls on the front panel, the approach is very much in keeping with the classic Porter Studio/4-track approach pioneered by Tascam back in the 70s, set levels, hit record and track, then overdub. The reason the physical controls are so basic is that the bulk of the R12 functions are accessed via the touchscreen, from arming tracks to record, through to monitoring levels and editing projects. With just 2 inputs to play with, the typical approach with the R12 is the classic method of layering and overdubbing instruments on top of each other 1 or 2 at a time. The 8-input R20 is Zoom's option for those who want to record a full band in one live take. It's still a solid approach, and the option to use phantom power for condenser microphones or a high-ed setting for instruments on input 1 allows you to record any source with ease. Once your tracks are recorded, mixing is a simple case of panning, applying 3-band EQ, and adding effects like reverb, delay and distortion. The whole point of the multi-track series is to offer a modern take on multi-track recording, and this is where Zoom have clearly put thought into what musicians might want from a recorder. The R12 isn't overly complex, prioritizing workflow and ease of use over extensive options, but it has some nice features to help streamline your creative process, such as compressors on the 2 inputs, insert and send effects, and a built-in FM synth. which can be played via a MIDI keyboard connected to the USB-C input or programmed via the touchscreen. The R12 also includes built-in rhythm loops with intro, verse, bridge, chorus and outro patterns for 30 different broad strokes genres, from electro trap to punk rock. There are some minor compromises at this price point. The faders have a short throw and feel slightly wobbly, although they're precise enough in their operation. The size and functionality of the R12 screen might be more of a deciding factor over whether it's worth stretching the budget for the more expensive R20, which has a larger display with the added benefit of multi-touch gestures. With that said, the R12 is a much more portable unit, obviously thanks to its size, but also thanks to the option to run on 4 AA batteries or a USB power bank. The R20 requires a 12V power supply. There isn't really a clear choice here. The 8-input R20 clearly has some advantages, but if you're only recording 2 instruments at a time and happy with the track count, then the R12's portability could swing it. The R12 is a major upgrade over its predecessor, the R8. Coming in at a little over £250, the R12 feels like fantastic value for a one-stop solution for recording demos and even final versions of tracks. Most users will probably want to transfer stems to a DAW for final production, but the versatility of the R12 makes it suitable for use anywhere, from off-the-cuff sessions to live use as a machine for playing backing tracks. An impressively well-rounded addition to Zoom's eclectic range.